Hi there, signs of Pisces. This is Kim with your next 48-hour reading. Thank you for joining me. Let's ask that your spirit team and your angels join us so that these messages are for your most high, which they are anyway. But yeah, let's get right into it. We're going to pull a Celtic cross for you. Next 48-hour, which should be a big next 48 hours. All right, messages for Pisces. Messages for Pisces, and we're using the journey of the sacred bee. Journey of the sacred bee. Bottom of the deck, the Justice card. Truth, clarity for you. Truth or clarity, or getting some kind of truth or clarity out of a situation. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I have private readings available if you're interested in one of those. They're only $16. They're not much money. And it's affordable, and I think that's worth the entertainment for that. So, let's see. We have the Star, Seven of Swords in the reverse, Page of Cups. Interesting. Scorpio and Sagittarius have the Five of Wands in reverse in their readings too, or in their readings this last time too. So that's kind of interesting, just kind of like as a side thing. Maybe you're connected by some kind of hope, or I don't know, something that a belief shared, and just, I don't know, there's something about really not wanting to play any games. The Two of Wands, will start with the past for this Celtic cross. The Two of Wands, it says dominion on it. Well, when you're focused and you're able to plan how you want things to be, maybe it's about that. I mean, so it's all about you being aligned with, well, the actions of your higher self. But it's that whole time. So I feel like it's involving this planning period too. Devil in reverse. Judgment in reverse. Planning to, I don't know, hold a grudge. I'm only saying that because Judgment is in the reverse, and okay, either it's something that just, maybe it was going to be announced, maybe something was going to be announced, it was going to be big, and then it just didn't. Maybe there was a toxic attachment that you had to separate yourself from and find your own passions, or find your own alignment where you are actually the best aligned. The Devil in reverse is like not being attached to things that, well, it could be something that's made you very upset. So this could be kind of holding on to some kind of, I don't know, resentment or judgment against a person or a situation in your life. The Devil in reverse and the Judgment in reverse, the Two of Wands. It's really interesting. It's almost like there was something that was just not okay. So maybe it was this feeling of this Judgment in reverse. It might be something that you kind of just didn't plan on, or I mean, you didn't plan on feeling this way. Hard to see the paths and possibilities, all that are open because of harboring some kind of resentment or judgment here. All right, so and it feels like you're viewing it as whatever this was something that was kind of like toxic to you. The wheel is the challenge. How you see things, perspective-wise, like on the wheel of fate. It's how do you see, where do you see yourself on it? This could be like that being the challenge, is that just to realize that you've always been on your way, hopeful towards your goals coming true, in the spotlight possibly with the star energy. Maybe, I mean, famous, maybe, something like that. Something kind of big. So it's all about perspective too. So maybe it's like getting all that you want and then saying, okay, now I'm here at this spot, so why do I feel this way? Or so, I don't know. There's something about it because of that wheel being the challenge. The Page of Wands is in reverse at the heart of the matter, and it's the heart waiting on some news. We're waiting on some good news. Taking something kind of maybe very seriously until you get some news. What you've planned, and some of the things that you can't forgive. Part of, I feel like part of whatever part of your plans that you hadn't heard, that hasn't, you know, come through yet, or you haven't heard about yet, or this good news that you planned on getting, but just no announcement yet. You got a lot of cups, so you have a lot of your own energy coming in here. Princess of Cups or Page of Cups is in the environment. Crowning you, you have the Queen of Cups. I feel like that's a main focus on some kind of really fresh new you. Maybe call it like a makeover or something like that. The Queen of Cups, also the most important thing in this reading is what's saying, hey, your health is really important. So make sure that you're taking the best care of yourself. Also, watch out for overextending. Sometimes the Queen of Cups can be so loving, you know, that at times we can forget about ourselves or taking care of ourselves. So give back to yourself too, I guess, is the message. We are all looking for a little compromise in life, and that is what you're feeling. You're feeling like you have compromised on something, or you are doing something or feeling a certain way for the sake of let's everybody get along. That's how you're feeling. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, feeling compromised. I mean, you could feel compromising, but did you... I don't know. This is like a feeling, a very lovey feeling too, though. Very emotional. Ready to receive. The Seven of Swords in the reverse as the future. That's kind of a good sign with these cards. So something's, there's not like a sneakiness. There's not the sneakiness that, okay, maybe you thought there was, but there's not. There's something that's easy to see through. And the courage to make these things, well, to bring this star energy over into the future. The courage, the strength. And this is like you with love and support here. Like I said, Five of Wands is you not wanting to play any games or be pulled into any games. So you might be wanting to make sure, you know, your focus is on point. Tell me more about the Five of Wands. The Three of Swords in the reverse. That's really, it's, look, wish granted. It's the process of being able to let go of some kind of heartache with it, or a heartache or loss or third-party situation or something like that. The Nine of Wands reverse with the King of Swords reverse. Yeah, I was gonna say gossip, but then I was like, no, maybe it's swords, so maybe it's more like on the lovey-dovey thing. There's also something here about waiting on news. some kind of gossip, or regarding some kind of gossip, or somebody, or an influence that's kind of like that overdoes it. So I feel like that's you not giving any energy or being a part of this group that is maybe not the best of influence for you. I think the King of Swords in the reverse with the Nine of Wands. I feel like you just, like, there's no real consulting any kind of expert or anything like that. It's just kind of like going with your own gut. You are the expert, and not giving any more. There, it feels like you could be feeling the adversity around the situation. Tell me about the King of Swords in the reverse. Sometimes that's like adversity. The Lover's energy. It all has to do with the crossroads coming up, and you not giving into the decisions that will lead you down a path of sabotage, or anything that maybe an adversary is trying to pull you into. Making a good judgment, sound judgment with the Lovers is what's indicated that's going to happen. And it feels like soulmate partnerships too could be on the horizon, even with all of this stuff in the background. And I think that's what your main message is. So you're hanging around here with a new perspective on people that maybe you can say, these really weren't my friends type energy. I don't know, but that's kind of what I am feeling from that. So you have Aquarius energy. You have the fixed signs with the wheel, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. You have Leo, you have Gemini, you have Aquarius came up again, Sagittarius. Yeah, you have just about everything. Libra, how can I forget Libra there? So that's what I got for your reading. You know what? I'm going to pull an oracle. I'm going to pull something from this Ask the Angels oracle. So let's get some advice and we'll wrap up your reading. To get some advice for Pisces. I might pull some tea leaves too. Yeah, we'll pull some tea leaves. Only take these if they resonate for you. Felt like that one might want to come out, but within the next few months. Oh my God. And then this thing fell completely. Here you go. Success. You have success. And I have let go. Resentment, anger, animosity. That will help. It frees up the energy for something really high vibes to kind of slide in there. Big happy changes. Let's do some tea leaves. Interesting to see what these tea leaves are going to show us. Oh, reef, sorrow over a loss, let go. Now you got reef. Okay, sorrow over a loss, let go. Forest, muddled or unclear thinking. Elephant, a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Arrow, oh, and that's the direction you're going in. Big happy changes. You're on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. Fair man, dealings, relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. Pig, beware of greed. Beware of greed. And there you go. Basket, recognition and reward for merit. And there's some kind of like cornucopia there for you, Pisces. So I do have private readings available. Remember that, and sending you love and light. Bye-bye.